Well, hi there. My name's Sue, and I've been with Nutrimetics now for over 35 years. And I'd love to share my story, how I got started. So, I joined in 1988, and I'm married, and I have three boys that have all grown up now. I have four beautiful grandchildren, which is great. And yeah, I joined Nutrimetics to save money because I couldn't find a consultant, and we hear this story all the time. So I joined. It cost me $199 for a kit, or it might have been $195 way back then. And yeah, look, it was just something that I did. So in those times, Nutrimetics, I loved the product, and I had been asked by another company to come on board as a consultant. But when you love the product, I know that it's really easy. So I joined as a home shopper. So basically, then I started to see the opportunity of what could happen with Nutrimetics. So then because of the interest rates on our home loan, which was 17%, it was something that a little bit of extra money would have come in handy. So 17% interest, well, wow, we hardly had any money to put on the table. And my husband's working two jobs, he was coming home. So times were pretty tough way back then. So, and yes, I was a bit of a slow starter. Because I didn't join to make money, but I did also achieve all my rewards, which was great. And so, yeah, the extra income, it was really something that was fitting in for helping the family to supplement, the school fees and all the other bits and pieces, which I think a lot of you can relate to that. So anyway, my upline suggested to start off with is to invite, we used to call them parties those days, and to get a party. So I asked one girlfriend, and she said yes. Asked another girlfriend, she said no. I went, oh, where is this going? So I did get a little bit of rejection in the beginning. However, the person that did say no, she did end up helping me, which was great. So I got a few no's and I got a few yeses, and and it was okay. So how did it work? So basically, one of the things that I learned was if I went to do a facial treatment with a friend, with someone, and their friend or a couple of friends, that was certainly the way to go, because then I could get further bookings from there, which was great. And I could actually relate. I built a rapport with people too. When you're face to face and you spend a little bit of time with people, I do believe that I had a very good connection with those people there, which made it really easy for my further business. So in the beginning, did I do things, the right way? Definitely not. I had to learn, like most of us. And so I had to see what worked and what didn't work. And what were the words that I was saying to get those bookings into my diary. And I believe now in these days is that people are always wanting a bit of a treatment. And so what we've done now is we've called them treatments. And, there've been lots of names. We've had shows, parties, get-togethers, workshops, like all these sort of things. But I think when people think about having a treatment with a couple of their girlfriends, that certainly does work. Because to me, when we say party is definitely food, lunch or drink or whatever. And people just don't have, that extra income to be able to put those on. So I kept it very simple and called it treatments now, which is good. So in just 18 months, I could not believe it. And I had a great upline that really believed in everything that I was doing, and she sort of gave me a little bit of belief that yes, I could do it. So Nutrimetics supplied us with a company car, registration, insurance all paid for, and they handed over two tickets to go to Thailand for the very, very first time. Now, I might add, we had never have been out of the country, and it was quite amazing. And then after we come back, I just went, holy smokes, I think I could do more with this business. And then I sort of grew from there. And it's amazing when you can really believe in what you're doing and you have that passion. That's why I've been around for 35 years, you know. So I think I know I've got that passion. So what were the challenges that I had? Because I had no money, I thought everyone else didn't have any money. And so it was simply that I had to change my thinking to see that how people were, people did have money and they did spend money on their skincare. So I think that's a pretty major hurdle. Sometimes when you're poor or you don't have money, you think everyone else is the same. Well, when people started spending, and this was a lot of money in those days, you know, a couple of $100 on some skincare, eye cream and just a night cream. Oh, I just could not believe how anybody would do that. Then I started looking around and I'm thinking, heavens here, you know, women do spend money on themselves. So I changed my thinking of how I was going. Now, my upline was very smart. She said to me, Sue, if you were going to make money, would you be talking about a $10 product or would you be talking about a $100 product? Well, I soon learnt that one. I'd started talking about the $100 product instead of the little cheapie. So that was one of the challenges that I had to get over. And the next challenge that I had too is I had some challenges with who I thought I was. I didn't think I was good enough to be able to do this. And because I wasn't good at makeup, and because I'd never gone through and done that. But one of the things that I learned is that invest some time in yourself to be able to learn the techniques. Now, Nutrimetics are doing some absolutely fantastic training now with, with support for the consultants. So you need to make sure that you're there to get that support because the training is second to none. It is absolutely fantastic. The other challenge that I had to get over was asking, and to ask a question of, would you, I'm looking for some people to, experiment on a new treatment. Would you have a couple of girlfriends? I'd love to come over one Saturday afternoon and so I can practice on. And so that's basically how I got those treatments in my diary. And I might add, in those days, we were doing 5 and 6 treatments or parties in those days every single week. And in November, we would be doing them every day. And we would have, even sometimes on a Saturday, we do 3 parties on a Saturday. One at 10 o'clock in the morning, another one at 2, and then we would go back up and do another one at 7. They were huge days, but let me tell you, they were well worth it if you want to make this business work. So I think that, the belief, I think, in my upline and their encouragement and asking lots of questions certainly did help me a lot in the beginning. So I did read a lot of self-motivational books and self-help and just to see who I was. And I think that was really important because if you feel good about yourself, it's quite easy to be able to build a business with Nutrimetics. And the other thing that I did learn, book a facial in, even if it's on one-on-one, you build a rapport with that lady, get her to get a couple of girlfriends to have one of these treatments or a little sticky beak show, and there's your booking, and then you've got a group of people to talk to. So if you're doing one-on-ones, that's fine to be able to build your bookings. However, if you've got 6 or 7 ladies that you're all in one group, you don't have to go through and do deliveries and things. So it just goes back to the hostess. So it made my time management, because I was still working at the time, so my time management had to be really, really spot on. The one thing that I really did learn too is to do the 4-5-3 system. So that was to do $4,000, which is going to give you 45%, have 5 people sponsored in your group every single month, and then do 3 of those sponsors to be able to help them to be able to achieve their rewards and help 3 of those people. Now, if you did that back to back on every single month, you would find that you would be getting an income, you'd be introducing other people into your group, and then you'll be able to support others with their rewards program. So I do believe that the modern trend these days is not parties, it's definitely about treatments. But anyway, so hence, like we've traveled overseas. Oh, look, I can't tell you how many places that we've been to. We've been to, America, Canada, Japan, Alaska. We've been to South America, South Africa, Greece, Bali. I don't know how many times, and we've just really recently just come back from Bali, and then we're looking at this year going to Spain. And one of the things with Nutrimetics now in the current program is that you can achieve two overseas travel with Nutrimetics. Anyway, that's my story, and I hope you enjoyed that. One of the things that I would love to say is that you never know what life is going to spring up for you. And what I didn't mention is that in those early years, we had three of our children that had major health issues that we nearly lost. We nearly lost the 3 of them. I'm not going to get into that now, but if it wasn't for Nutrimetics, I would not be where I was today, because it really helped me know that, in hard times, when the Nutrimetics business is ongoing, it certainly does give you that backup support, and I'm very, very grateful for what's happening. So in the next video, I'm going to talk about what you need to have in your party. So that's all for the moment, and watch out for my next live. Okay, bye.